Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Wyoming's offense will get the first swing of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
He's moving out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on it. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wyoming.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he added the extra point.
7, Hawaii 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's fired. Grabbed over the middle. It's Street. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Street. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finds his man. It's Street. Turning it on. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to...
Touchdown, Hawaii! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to buy time. Slithers into space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess...
There he goes! Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's fired. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Man, those are frustrating because you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls and fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moffitt. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
They go to the draw. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's fired. Right down the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Lester. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Cowboys are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The inside handoff. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wyoming. The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lester. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
On the direct snap, it's Cabrera. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snags it! They will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Oh, he got loose. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Ambrose. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Fire. Caught over the middle, it's Street. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab. It's Jocelyn. Still on his feet at the 45. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Gets it out quickly. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively... these defenses forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll leave it with him. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the pressure. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quick strike complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to 5th.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Give to the back. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Lester. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Louisiana. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's fired. But in the backfield, it's Ambrose. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The period has expired and Wyoming has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner is stopped. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Cowboys have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They feed him again. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He leaves it with his back. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Finds his man. It's Wells. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this.